All-Star Weekend is almost here, and the Grizzlies are well represented. Jaren Jackson Jr. is set to play in the All-Star game.
Now, Grizzlies fans from all over are proud of Jaren, but he's got a special relationship with one fan in particular, as Avery Braxton reports.
Jaren Jackson Jr. certainly been playing like an all-star and probably gained a lot of extra fans because he's been so good the last 2 years. But his biggest fan might be a 6-year-old girl. As Jaren's grown with the team, so has she, and she's got a very special role with the Grizzlies organization. Right before the Grizzlies tip off every night in FedEx Forum, the players go through their nightly routines. And if Grizzlies fans pay attention, you'll notice it's not just the starters that are involved.
I kiss the ball and throw it out.
Vivian Havens is a Memphis Grizzlies superfan. Her fandom started early, even for a 6-year-old.
I started going to games when I was 2 months old.
She never cried. She never did anything. We put the big earphones on her, and she would watch, all the movement. So she liked it. I mean, she was hooked from 2 months.
The Havens have had courtside season tickets for about 8 years. By 3 years old, Vivian had grown pretty used to patrolling the sidelines. So much so that 3 years ago, one player happened to notice her, Jaren Jackson Jr.
So Jaren kind of used to run over in that area, and he had the ball, and so a little girl sitting in my lap, and he just kind of held the ball out one game, and she touched it, and then that we did that for a while. Then he realized she'd gotten a little bigger. I don't know if it was maybe the next year or whatever, and he handed her the ball, and she'd hand it back to him. And then so it kind of morphed into she threw the ball back to him. And then, one day she said, "I'm going to kiss it for good luck." And I said, "Go for it."
Vivian's been a part of the pregame routine ever since, tossing the game ball to Jaren before he passes it along to the other starters. That's why coming to Grizzlies games is one of her favorite activities. Why do you like coming to basketball games?
Because and the Grizzly games are fun. It makes me happy, and I like to kiss the ball and throw it out, like everything.
The 6-year-old is a fan favorite, often asked for high fives from arena workers and other fans. She started a TikTok page where she asks athletes and celebs the hard-hitting questions.
What team do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl? What's your favorite dinosaur? Have you ever ridden the bull?
No, I just wear them.
The account has more than 53,000 followers. A small moment of kindness from the Grizzlies' big man launched Vivian to Grizz Superfan stardom. Their relationship is part of why the Grizzlies are so special to the Havens.
Even if he's not doing the ball thing, he comes over and messes with her. We see him. He's just a good guy. But he does a lot of. You see him with a lot of other kids. He's a good guy. He really is a good guy. So I think he's good for the community. Memphis is lucky to have him.
Jackson Jr. made Vivian feel special. That's why she'll always root for the All-Star and his team. Vivian, what do you hope happens with the Grizzlies this year?
I hope they'll always win.
Jackson is on record saying as long as Vivian's around, he will toss her the ball as part of the Grizzlies' starting routine. Jaren was named an All-Star for the 2nd time in his career, and his biggest fan will certainly be cheering him on this weekend. From